that I do not receive, not from my family, not from my work, not from this world, and then I'm in trouble. Because every time this addition that increases, it increases as a higher, more important addition, and then I don't know what to do. And this is what calling the people of Israel aside from the work. Because if we look at what is written in the Torah, the people of Israel lived really well there. Eretz Goshen is the best place in Egypt. They had all that they needed. Herds of sheep and everything. The fact it is written that they aside from the bondage, from the work that seemingly Pharaoh forced them to work in Pitom and Ramses, the two cities, it is also every work. We are talking about spiritual work, that it did not suffice for them. But in corporeality, they received everything, all the bounty. Hence they yelled that where is these flesh pots and with onion and garlic and bread that we had for free? Meaning for being filled up. That this deficiency gone missing to accept to spirituality on the next degree. So looking at what I had in corporeality, I look back and say, why wasn't I satisfied with it? A person seeming looking backwards. This meaning, and aside from the work, meaning they were not satisfied by the work. That seemingly everything was okay, but it no longer satisfied them. It's meaning that they had no livelihood in the work. This is what means that the king of Egypt died, that it's no longer a king for me, my ego. As much as I'm doing for it, as much as I'm feeling it, my beast in all the pleasures and my ego, my control, advancement and everything, it does not give me satisfaction, a feeling. This is what it means that the king of Egypt died, that all the minions of the king of Egypt, which he was providing for and nourishing, had died. For me, it's no longer a salary, an income. Whatever you give me doesn't satisfy me. This is why I had room for prayer. It is not a yelling and not according to the prayer book, rather an internal deficiency within a person who truly wants to feel, to understand what is happening to him. How to come to the feeling that he now does not know what it is, but he's lacking it. And afterwards, if you reveal the prayer, we know it's not simple. Many months can go by until a person gather all his deficiencies, his internal deficiencies for prayer. But if he gather it together, then immediately they salvaged. And afterwards, when they walked in the desert and came to a state of katnut, they craved the servitude, and they had prior to the death of the king of Egypt, that they had prior to the death of the king of Egypt.
So this is how we advance in degrees. So today we're in a very special situation. There are those who, through the point in the heart, want to come out of Egypt, and they don't care about what's happening to them outside on the street. If there's a general crisis or no crisis, if it's good there or not, or if he personally has it good or bad in relation to our situation. he just feels, I'm not happy. I'd rather die than live. Someone asks him, what's the matter with you? If you judge by this world, everything is good. But I'm not satisfied. So he feels the attraction, the pull forward, and that's called wanting to rise up from the point in the heart. But there are only a few like that. As it says, I saw the ones who were ascending, and they were few. But the rest of the world, if we draw it like a pyramid, the rest of the world, besides those who are called the children of Israel, who have a point in the heart that pulls them up, all the others advance out of a sensation, I'm just not happy in life, corporate life. They feel bad because they don't have spirituality, because the point in the heart is a desire for spirituality. And here, I feel bad because I have no corporeality. Corporeality. But still, so meaning those are pulled forward by the pulling force. The pulling force. And those are pushed by the pushing force from behind. Pushing force. Okay? And that's the difference. But still, both will need to quickly achieve the same goal. Yeah, of course, that's the majority. Majority of the world. And those are the few ones who ascend. But both will feel the ego as bad, that it's the king of Egypt, that it's dead, it's not paying enough, that this life is not satisfactory, either materially or spiritually, depending on where a person is. If he's above, then it's spiritual life that he doesn't have, or below, he doesn't have the corporal life, but he'll still need to advance and to rise to the purpose of creation. Either way.